Hello guys, my name is Desmond and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be looking at question 8 of 2015 exam paper of Maths paper 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very much important. Today's lesson, I'm just using my phone. I want to indicate to you that these question papers that I'm treating, they are there on my Telegram channel. You just, if you've got a Telegram account, you can just search for solving exam papers. Then you should be able to see my channel. You just join and access these question papers for free. Okay, so remember guys, I don't only post for the questions that I treat, but I just post for all the high school question papers. Okay, so there are a lot of question papers posted there. You can just join and easily access these question papers. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, for today's lesson, it won't be that long. It's going to be a very quick one because we'll just be doing only 2 questions. Okay, so this question paper was recommended by one of my students who thought it would be very much interesting if if we treat this question paper. Okay, so guys, what I'll be doing is just to read through the question paper, and then from there, obviously I normally use my tablet, but then I just decided to use my phone for today so that you are able to see exactly where I get these question papers, because I've just noticed most of you I receive some WhatsApp text requesting for these question papers. Okay, so guys, this is where I'm getting all of these question papers that I'm treating. So ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to see 100% what I'm seeing there. I've just written the information there, so I'll just quickly read through that information, and then from there I'll read out all the questions. So this is just to encourage you to access these question papers. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as you can see there, we're given a statement and it reads as follows. Excuse me. So question 8 says a cylindrical aerosol can has a lid in the shape of a hemisphere that fits exactly on the top of the can. Okay, the height of the can is 16 centimeters and the radius of the base of the can is 2.9 centimeters. Okay, so very much important, ladies and gentlemen. You can see there I've drawn that can, the height at 16 meter. No, it's not even meters, it should be centimeters. Let me see there. Very much important, guys. So for it to be in centimeters, it only guides you in terms of how your final answer should look like. Okay, so if it was given in meters, that would mean your final answers would be in meters. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, very much important. In this case, it's given in centimeters. As you can see, we are also given the formula for a volume of the sphere. This is the formula for volume of the sphere, which is 4/3 pi radius cubed. Okay, and then we've got a surface area of the sphere, which is 4 pi r squared. Very much important, ladies and gentlemen, that you understand the difference between the two. Okay, obviously volume, it will be measured in centimeters cubed. Okay, and then a surface area should be measured in centimeters squared. Okay, very much important, ladies and gentlemen. So let's now move to our very first question. Okay, so remember guys, I've got this question paper from my Telegram channel. I'll just quickly read through what the question says. Okay, so they say calculate the surface area of the can with the lid in place. Okay, as shown in figure 1, and this question is allocated 5 marks. Okay, they want you to calculate the surface area of the can with the lid in place as shown in figure 1. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, with regards to the surface area, it means they want you to tell them exactly how much the inside area or the outside area of that can is. For example, if they were to paint all of that can, okay, they just want to know exactly how much of paint to buy. Okay, in that way they'll be able to know the paint that they bought will be enough to paint the surface area of that can, most importantly with the lid in place. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's more like remember this is question 8 point it should be 8.1. okay, so now that means you must calculate obviously the area, the surface area of the lid plus the surface area of that can. Okay, very, very much important, guys. So now that means you should know what is the surface area of a cylinder, and again, what is the surface area of that hemisphere. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a lid, okay, and it's actually half of a sphere. Okay, very much important, guys. This is half of a sphere. Remember, a sphere is just a circle. Now it's like it's cut into half, and then only that part is the one that forms the lid and then is connected to that can. Okay, very, very much important that you notice that this is half of that sphere. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just erase this portion. These questions are very, very much simple. This lesson is also suitable for the guys who are doing maths literacy, because in most cases they do ask questions related to the volumes and the areas. Okay, very, very much important, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's start with our first question. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you are aware that the surface area of a cylinder, it looks something like this. I'm not sure if you know about this, but you should know it by heart. Okay, it's 2 pi r h plus pi r squared. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much important. Okay, very, very much important that you know this formula. Okay, it actually helps us to calculate the surface area of the can. Okay, so that means it only helps us to calculate the area of this part of the can, the area or the surface area of this part of the can. Okay, so remember, because the question said the surface area of the can with the lid in place, so that means we should also include the area of that lid. Okay, that's why we have to add the area or the surface area of the lid. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much important. Remember, what you are given there is the surface area of the sphere. Okay, it's very, very much important, guys. So now this lid is not a sphere, but it's hemisphere. Hemi means half of the sphere. Very, very much important, ladies and gentlemen. So that means we've got half of sphere. Sphere is 4 pi r squared. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much important that you understand these things. Okay, I can tell you, you will go far if you fully understand this type of information. So now I'm not sure if we can further simplify this before we even start with the substitution, but I think, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 pi RH plus pi r squared. If you notice, this is half of 4, okay? Half of 4 is actually 2, then it's just 2 pi r squared, okay? So you can see you've got pi r squared, you've got 2 of pi r squared, you've got 1 of pi r squared. Then you can just add these two, then you have something like this, which is 2 pi r h plus 3 pi r squared. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very much important before I start with the substitution. Okay, very much important. Remember, the area, it's just two quantities multiplying with each other. Normally it's it's normally length times breadth if you've got a square or a rectangle. Okay, so I just want you to be aware that r is measured in centimeters, that height is in centimeters. When you multiply these two, they'll give you centimeters squared. Don't be confused by 2 pi. Okay, we know 2 is a number, pi is a number. I think pi is 3.14. It doesn't really matter exactly how much it is. Let me just quickly check because I've got my calculator next to me. Of course, it's 3.14. So if you multiply this by 2, obviously I think it's 6.28, something like that. Okay, so it's more like you've got a 6.28 RH. So this is in centimeters, and then it gives you centimeters squared. Can you see? This is the area now. So same applies here. That means this is 3 times 3.14 r squared. R, which is in centimeters, because of that squared, it makes it a squared. Okay, so I hope this formula, it now makes sense. Okay, don't be intimidated when you see a very long formula there. So ladies and gentlemen, we can now substitute. Okay, easy and straightforward. This is 2, this is pi. What is the r? Okay, we know the radius is 2.9. It's given in the statement. We can also see there in figure 1. What is h? There you go. You've got 16 as the height of the cane. Okay, very much important. Plus 3 pi. What is r, guys? We know r is 2.9. This is squared. Okay, so remember, guys, this portion of the formula refers to the lead. Okay, it refers to the lead. Okay, why is it 2.9? It's because they said that lead, it fits exactly on the top of the cane. Okay, which means if it fits exactly on the top of the cane, then it means the radius is the same. Okay, because we know the radius of the cane is 2.9, that means the radius of the lead, it's also 2.9. Ladies and gentlemen, very much important that you understand this part. Okay, so now let's move on with this question. So it's just a matter of you substituting all of this on a calculator. Let's just punch all of that is 2 pi into 2.9 close, 16 close, plus 3 pi into 2.9, you close, and then you square. Let's see what answer we get. So this is how much I get, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if you're also getting the same answer when that. So most importantly, this answer is in centimeters squared. Okay, so remember, this question, it's allocated how many marks? I think it's allocated 5 marks. Okay, so you easily score 5 marks. Remember, guys, I always say if you have done everything correctly, it is the responsibility of whoever who's marking your paper to find where to give you some marks. Okay, you do deserve all of the marks, so they just have to check exactly where to give you those marks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much important. So now they've given you the mark writing the correct formula, and again they can give you a mark for I think there they can also give you a mark for that simplification, and again for correct substitution they can give you marks there, and again a mark for your final answer. Okay, very, very much important, guys. You should know and understand what I've done there. If you don't understand, please do make sure to replay this video so that you fully understand exactly what's going on. Okay, so this suitable, I mean this lesson is suitable for grade 10s, 11 and 12 learners, and again if you're doing maths literacy, this lesson is also suitable for you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much important. Let's now move to the next question. Remember, guys, I've just indicated to you that this question papers are posted on my Telegram channel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please do allow me to say it's very much important that I say it's very, very much important, because good people, what I'm about to say is very, 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 very much important. Okay, guys, at all times I try to remember that I should mention in each and every lesson that a day without learning something new, it's a day wasted. Okay, guys, I won't go deep into that. I'll just leave it there. So now moving to question 8.2. Okay, so if the lead is 80% filled with a liquid as shown in figure 2, calculate the volume of the liquid in the lid. Very interesting question, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see? Now we're dealing with figure B. Okay, so this is just the lid, ladies and gentlemen. Very much important. Okay, so this is the lid. So now they are saying if the lid is 80% filled with liquid. Okay, so obviously you know somewhere there could be let's say maybe it's 50% as an example, guys. So somewhere there it could probably be 80%. Okay, so that means this lid is filled with a liquid. Okay, so this portion of the lid is filled with a liquid. Okay, not 100% filled with liquid, but only 80% of the lid is filled with liquid. Okay, so now they want you to calculate the volume of the liquid in the lid. Okay, very, very much important, ladies and gentlemen. So guys, that means you should actually calculate 80% of the volume. Okay, very, very much important, guys. And remember, this is a hemisphere. Okay, think should just write it down. It's hemisphere. What is a hemisphere, guys? It's half of the sphere. Okay, remember, sphere, it's a circle. Okay, I assume at this stage you fully understand that we have what we call a sphere, which is a circle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much important. Okay, so now let's try to formulate 80% of that volume. Okay, so that means we've got remember, guys, 80%, it's actually 80 over 100%, means out of 100 or over 100. Okay, so 80 divided by 100, it should be 0.8. Okay, so that means 0.8 it's actually 80%. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's now formulate. Remember guys,